will come to my Burnley slightly later.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about it. I thought Arsenal looked very good for 60 minutes. 65 minutes.
Yeah, they did.
I know the inverted fullback thing is a bit overdone. I'm not a particularly big fan.
Yeah.
But I could understand why he would do it versus a team of that caliber.
Yeah. I think the game itself showed it. He was trying to experiment where can he start, where can he put this certain kind of players, because when the first 11 was put out, we saw that Saka was placed as a CM, but when the game progressed on, he was playing as a right wing. And my only question is, how is Havertz going to help this team? Because as much as they were playing really well, Havertz wasn't really involved, and you could see when the sub by Forest was made for Awoni, you could see that there was something, because that counter-attacking, that right-back position for Partey is not going to work.
Yeah, and that was my observation as well. Because I thought in the first half, the Arsenal were good.
Yeah,
they could keep the ball well. They have that confidence. They have that bounce about them as well. And then the moment, I could see that hole behind Partey.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, if they bring in Awoni or a player who is quick and confident in scoring, or just if they can be better in transition, it could be a difficult position. And you saw when Awoni came in, that's right side behind Partey. That was where most of the balls were going. So I think, the invited thing, I think, I'm sure almost some managers will be trying it this season. I think it's sort of the in thing. But I thought Arsenal are okay. I'm not too worried about it. But now my worry is the Timber injury. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how.
There's enough backup.
There's enough backup, but
this is exactly why they got a guy like Timber. There's enough backup. Gabriel didn't start the game yesterday.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but still.
Tierney is somewhere there. Zinchenko is somewhere there. Tomiyasu is somewhere there. I think that's what they were looking for.
Of course, there's that, but he's the player that has been picked above the rest. He was put in for that game. Pre-season, he started a few games. Community Shield. So I'm thinking maybe he's a big piece to what they have. They have options, yes, but maybe he's kwa pecking order mahali.
I don't think a pecking order he comes and he goes ahead of Kina Gabriel, for example. I think in the long run, it's to have options. Think about it. If that happened last season, what options did they have?
Yeah,
True.
Yeah. What happened? Well, what think about last season. If Arsenal lose a player that way, what happens?
Yeah, they didn't have so many options.
Yeah, there would have been a significant drop off, but I understand. Okay, yes, they get the win. Nottingham Forest has been a tricky side playing against Arsenal, so getting a win is good. Fine, they got the win and they played well in the first half and probably in the first 60 minutes of the game. But I understand also the point that Arsenal fans are making that, okay, so is it better if we could set one team that we actually know that these are the starters of our team and they set the foundations quite early for you to just go and... I know that the comparison will be made of how City played and how Arsenal played, and the comparisons will be made on that. But I guess if you want to set a standard or set the foundation, it would be better not to be seeing Gabriel Magalhaes for one game is missing, Ben White is slotting in there, and then you have Thomas Partey who's playing in as a right back on one side, and you have Kai Havertz.
Sammy, it was the first game in 70. It was the first time in 71 games that Gabriel didn't start.
Yes.
First game in 71.
Yes.
It's only the opening game of the season. I think you're allowed to tweak against a team which you think you can get away with it.
Yeah.
I think if they were starting the season versus Villa, versus a higher team, I think they don't tweak as much.
Yeah.
What would you rather have though? Would you have guys who are shifting positions, or would you rather have you being consistent for the entire season?
It's the opening game of the season. I have got a lot more toys. Let me try and see what to do with them before we get in the point where I cannot change a thing. Number 2, it's Forest. I can afford Partey to slide in. When Zinchenko is fit, I won't do it. I'll push Ben White back to his position, and then I'll figure out what to do. And of course, then I can push Rice right next to Partey. Okay, so it's a case of, look, it's a game. Find your way around it. I know you're seated here trying to say no, guys. Thing is this: it's a win you needed. Arsenal until the last 10 minutes. Wasn't Arsenal strolling to a win easy with no hassle?
Yeah, they were.
Well, well, thanks to how Nottingham Forest planned the game and how they attacked the game in the first half. They didn't look like they were engaged in that game.
But no, that's another way of looking at it.
Yes.
I'm looking at it purely from if you are Arsenal for 80 minutes, you are comfortable. Like this was like just like City versus Burnley. City did not get out of first gear. They didn't have to. They're just like goal, goal. It's the same thing. Yeah. So we can't sit here then now start breaking it down and say, but City played Alvarez as an attacking midfielder. No. But no, my only fear, like you said, is when you play Thomas Partey at right back. Can you do that versus bigger teams?
No. Even against Palace, he wouldn't. In the next game against Palace, he wouldn't.
Exactly. Yeah. And how easy is it? You'll just say, okay, Partey can't do that with Eze
or Jordan Ayew. Yes, he was brilliant.
So I will turn back to Ben White back and maybe see if I can switch that whatever inverted thing. My only fight actually is the fact that Arteta seems to almost copy everything
Pep does.
Yes. Yeah.
That's my biggest fight with him.
Yeah, and there was a joke that was made that now he's taking it to another level. He's now calculating how the ball turns in relation to where the moon is. So
that's the only thing. But I like the fact that Arsenal did not look to have a hangover from last season. At times it happens. They didn't look like they had it. I like the fact that Saka has hit the ground running. He looked okay.
Yeah, he looked okay.
I like that. Saka, Martinelli.
Oh my goodness, that assist! That assist was brilliant.
I don't think it was
luck.
It's an element of luck.
It's lots of luck.
The
turn and the back heel.
It wasn't
intentional.
A turn and a back heel.
It was supposed.
He improvised. Give him full marks. He improvised. Once he did the pirouette, and then he's like, But I don't think so.
The good thing, Ketia was just nearby, so move the ball mbele kidogo, shot it.
Okay, but credits also to Nketiah because he stepped up into that position. And I remember Elijah was here last time and he didn't even mention his name as one of the options that he had. But even listening to Arteta, he talked about him training like a beast, training like a beast, and he was actually telling him over the week that if you don't start me, then I guess you're blind. So credit to him for stepping up to that position and scoring the important goal there in the first half.
And my final word on that Arsenal game, I still don't understand Kai Havertz.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said
still
it.
Don't as well.
I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe guys, you can let us know. What do you think? What's happening? What's the particular place? What?
Because you have lost.
Sure. I don't get what he actually is supposed to do.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't get football that well.
Or maybe the question should be, what is Mikel Arteta seeing from him? Why should he start ahead of Trossard?
No, he can. Of course, he start ahead of Trossard because Trossard can't play withdrawn, can he?
No, he can't.
Sammy, at times you surprise me. Trossard can't play in midfield. Where can he play in midfield? Up front, you have guys. You have Nketiah and Martinelli
and Saka.
And Saka.
Yeah.
So where do you want Trossard to play in midfield? Since when?
Well, if a script is not working, you better change it.
No, but Trossard
is not midfielder.
Okay, I understand that.
You are the one who told us why Kai Havertz can play in midfield. You, not us.
Yes.
Then you are here telling us now put Trossard. So
No, for a script that isn't working out, I like him if he's continuing the same thing of tinkering.
Hilda,
maybe just try and tinker.
Help me.
Yeah.
So Trossard is turned into a midfielder now.
Trossard is a wing, I don't know. And sometimes I think pre-season they tried him as false 9. Yeah. So he can't play.
He can't play as a midfielder.
And we had this conversation a week ago, 2 weeks ago. We've all had this. We don't know where Havertz. I think it's the same opinion, almost all of us.
Yeah.
We agree. Havertz. They bought him for 65 million,
65
whatever
million,
it is. Yes.
Yeah.
But he can't. He's not a player to put on the bench. So now I'm thinking that Arteta is just trying to figure out where to play him, and I'm not sure that versatility thing is.
Guys, please tell us. Let us know. What do you think?
Yes, Arsenal fans, kindly.
Good idea.
What did you think about him yesterday? Other than the blow to the head that led to the goal, what did you think?
Yeah.
The guy was lost.
There? And let me finish with someone, Joseph Kemani, not Joseph, True Black is saying, what of Messi? Guys, this is where we go wrong. Let's stop comparing Aldrin Kibet to Messi. And another guy is like, Aldrin Kibet is tactically good. I think size does not matter. How about Leo Messi? Guys, we cannot compare.
You can't compare.
Him to Leo Messi.
Apple and oranges.
It's a disservice to the boy.
Actually,
Yeah.
Diamond and oranges.
Guys, and size does matter. Kevin Kimani at Madare, if he was my size, forget big. If he was just my size, 5'9", Kamudu would have played pro football all his career. But he's 5'2".
Wow.
It's never gonna happen. There's something about size, guys. The physicality of the game. As you go higher, it becomes higher. So size is important. You have special talents, of course. Why you guys think if Marcelo was my size, you think he'd still be in Sweden?
No.
Given how good he is.
Nah, he even scored yesterday.
You think Marcelo would still be in Sweden if
No.
Marcelo was just my size, 5'8", 5'9"?
No. Be somewhere up.
If he was Teddy's size, Teddy is stronger
Yeah,
than
steady.
me.
Premier League.
He would be in the Premier League, given his talent.
Yes.
But ultimately they go like,
Bad.
Yeah, it is a factor. It is a factor.
people call Lisandro a midget, and he's 5'9".
5'9", I guess.
Yeah.
So size does matter, guys. Anyway, let's come back and talk about the other games that took place yesterday. Newcastle had one heck of a game. Is it a statement win? Will they stay there right there at the top? Or Aston Villa just...
Terrible.
Me.
Another one.